Of all the co-stars that you were able to spend time with, who sort of in Hanusha's way made you see yourself differently as an actor?
Wow.
That's a great question.
Really good question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Guys, good to see you both. How are we feeling today?
You look good, Jake.
Yeah,
You look
good.
happy. I like everything about you.
Adam, I'm actually going to start with you. So obviously Jakob, he takes this mission and this journey and obviously is in no way prepared for the impact that it's going to have on his personal life and his mental health. Yeah. And you have played so many different roles over the last 30 years. So I'm curious, of your entire filmography, which role, whether it be comedy or drama, had honestly the biggest impact on your own mental health or had an impact on your personal life whenever you got home at the end of the day?
Without a doubt, when I was Dracula.
What have I done? Oh, this is all my fault. You have to leave. Oh no.
I couldn't let that go. I was biting everybody in the house. So we're going to go with Dracula.
I really want to see that Jim Carrey Man on the Moon behind the scenes documentary of you just not being able to break
Let that go.
Hotel Transylvania.
That was the name of it. Thank you. I was sitting there going, "What the hell's that?" So yes, it was hard to shake, but we got it done. We saw a couple of specialists, some garlic gut, stuff like that was thrown at me.
Look, I lost a lot of sleep over you not getting that Oscar nom for Uncut Gems, but can we talk about you not getting the Oscar nom for Hotel Transylvania?
Listen, you can't sit in the past. We all know what Dracula meant to the world, and we all know that Hotel T Part 6 will get me another shot.
Paul, I know you've worked with Dano Day-Lewis, man, but I mean, you got the next great.
Danny knows. We all know.
Paul, Hanush does something really special, obviously, which is make Jakob learn more about who he is as a person and as a man, as a human being.
Why are you here? I might be of help. I wish to assist you in your emotional distress.
I mentioned one of the amazing actors you've worked with over your career. You've got Dano Day-Lewis and Robert De Niro, Alan Arkin, Judd Hirsch, Kelvin. You got the man sitting next to you. I'm sort of curious of all the co-stars that you were able to spend time with, who sort of in Hanusha's way made you see yourself differently as an actor?
Wow.
That's a great question.
Really good question.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have an answer?
I have some answers. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, the story I told you last night,
Yes.
which is it's not one of the actors, but it was Daniel and his wife Rebecca Miller made a movie called The Battle of Jack and Rose, and it was the first part I got cast in that I really thought was different from myself, and that was the vote of confidence I needed to believe that I could do this, that I could be an actor, that I could maybe be the actor I wanted to be. And I think it's really special when you get to work with a few people that you look up to. It gives you learn from them, but it gives you a little boost of confidence too. And you also have to face a fear or your nerves, and you have to step up to the plate. And each one is special for a different reason. Really special to work with Adam, because I remember being in middle school listening to his comedy albums obsessively, and those voices still pop into my head randomly, out of nowhere. That's like it's always really special.
If I were alone in space and I heard Adam Sandler's voice in my head, I would be a perfectly happy man. I could go on a
My pleasure. I'm here to keep you calm.
This might be a strange question, and Adam, I've always wanted to ask you about this, and I feel like there's no better time to ask you about this rumor that I've always heard about.
Yes.
I had always heard in the early '90s that you were up for the role of the Riddler in Batman Forever before Jim Carrey got it.
But you can call me the Riddler.
Since you're sitting next to the next generation of the Riddler, I'm just sort of curious, if was there ever any truth to that?
I never heard of that. Never heard of that in my life. Never even heard. I just knew that Jim crushed it. I remember when Jim got it. I remember going to the premiere and watching him, and the place going bananas for him. I had nothing to do. I don't think I was in any of those conversations. Never heard of that. But last few years, people have asked me that, and I hate to say it, but there was no involvement at all. Nobody even brought that to my attention. That was all Jim.
Fair enough. I'm going to cut you guys loose on this. I think you two are two of the greatest dramatic actors that we have working today. But on the flip side of that, the amount of times I watched my DVD copy of The Girl Next Door, or the amount of times that on a VHS I watched Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. You guys are such great dramatic actors. But are you still okay whenever a fan approaches you on the street and says, "Look, I know that you're doing all these amazing things, but I also love this comedic work that you've done as well"?
1,000%. That's what I get hit with the most. I love it. I love it. I'm a comedian, and I'm fortunate to get to do some other stuff too. But I definitely, that's my roots. Paul, he's an actor, man.
I know. I'm so appreciative of Adam and so many people's work. Jim Carrey was probably my first favorite actor. Like, I need that in my life so badly. When I'm at home at night, like, I want to have a laugh. It's just it's really good medicine. No, I'm also. I mean, I'm grateful if anybody likes it. If anybody gets anything from your work or what you do, you're pretty lucky. It's pretty nice. So yeah, try to be grateful.
That was a good one, by the way.
Which one?
The Girl Next Door.
Oh yeah, okay.
You did very good, but young man. That was your first part?
That was like my second or third, but I was 18. Yeah. I remember going to LA for the first time. 18. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Seriously, I could talk with you all day. They're pulling me out of here. Paul, always a pleasure, sir. And Adam, you were my first junket interview, man, and you've been kind to me for coming up on 20 years, man. I just want to thank you for always being the person I always dreamed you would be, man.
Thank you, man. I'm glad you're doing so well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Good to see you guys.
See you, pal.
Bye.
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 Where we're going, we don't need roads.